Hi everybody, it's me, Nana. It's that time. We're getting ready. See all this beautiful glass? It's the sign that Easter's on its way and the preparations are underway, because this year is very special for me and I want to make sure that everything is just right. But as in all things, we have restraint. And what better way to restrain yourself than with Dollar Tree? Doesn't that sound funny? I'm going to restrain myself by shopping at Dollar Tree for my Easter tablescape. See that plastic? Oh my gosh. I made a little boo-boo there when I tried to take the adhesive off. They say if you use a little nail polish remover, it'll come off. Well, it did, but it's plastic, so it also melted it. But I think you recognize all these pieces here. This one, that little one, that was from Tuesday morning. That one, of course, we see that at Dollar Tree every time we go. Not bad for $1, but wait till you see what happens when we bring the star of the show to this bowl, this simple $1 bowl, and put the two together. Even this plastic vase. Wait till you see what we do with it. You might have already seen it, in fact, but it's new for me. Milk glass paint. Milk glass paint on a milk glass jar or bottle. Right. I'm old enough to remember when milk was delivered to my door in a jar very similar. Here's an almost finished project. We were very careful not to overpaint. That's my hubby. He indulges me. He really is my rock, and he helps me get these things done very patiently. But anyway, we're getting the glass ready, we're getting the plastic ready, and then we're going to take it in and we're going to do some more magic to it. But here they are, drying in the sun on a very blustery March afternoon, I might add. The wind is blowing and I'm so worried the leaves or something is going to get stuck, but we were lucky this time. Somebody's looking out for us, because this really is going to be a special Easter. It doesn't matter who's there, just as long as we as a family are. I hope you enjoy this one because it's very close to my heart, but also kind of whimsical because I'm using the color of the season. I've never been one to try to stay on trend, but this year is just a little different. Just a little more special, as every day should be and will be going forward. Doesn't that excite you? Don't you see how shiny and beautiful it looks? And oh my goodness, $1. And in some cases, not even, because they were a gift. So I'll see you in a little bit. Here we go. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now. Okay, we're about to get started. Just a little bit of information before we do. These are beautiful pieces, aren't they? But before we can put them together, I want to talk about what we used. First, of course, we have to start with the star of the show. That's the milk glass paint, and this one is milk glass jade. It's a vintage glass effect. It's just a regular spray paint when it comes right down to it, but for some reason it just has a beautiful creamy look to it. Now, the color that you see at the top is very representative of what you're getting. This one is called Blush. It's just a light pink, almost white, but not quite. And I haven't used it yet, but you know I'm going to, right? Anyway, I got them at Lowe's. This one is Milk Glass Marina, and it's the least favorite, but I have a feeling that it might be my favorite later on down the line. So we have 4 total, the 3 there that you see, and then here we have the jade. Now this is a heart dish that was given to me by a very special friend at a very difficult time, and so I'll always cherish it. So I thought I'd include it in this. Isn't it beautiful? The paint shows all the intricacies of this very simple plate, but it gives it something special too. Now, we only painted on the outside. Nothing that food or anything else like that you're going to ingest will have the paint touching it. This is all painted on the outside only, so it's a little more matte on the outside and shiny on the inside. Now, this plate, you can't see the patterns that you see there on the back, not on film anyway, but in person you do. I got this for 99 cents at Tuesday morning. What a lucky, lucky haul that was. And here we have our familiar Dollar Tree plate, just a regular plate. And isn't it beautiful? And here is our plastic. The one I hurt with the nail polish remover, it didn't do too bad, did it? You can't really tell, but you can see all that beautiful intricacy. We know the candlestick holder. We know the candle dish. And of course, we know our little tea light. But look how transformed they are. I really, really love it. I do. I can't tell you enough. And see that plastic face? I just can't believe it. And of course, our milk jug bottle? Right, milk bottle. Old fashioned, but oh, what we can do with it. Here is a Glade candle holder. Now you got the candle, you lit it up, and it melted and the oils permeated through the house. Very nice for its time, but they stopped making it, so it's just been sitting in a drawer. Look what I did to it. We're not going to use it. This is the right side up, but we're going to turn it over and use the top for the bottom. And then we're going to place this nice. Now this one came from Walmart. This one was $3 from Walmart because Dollar Tree unfortunately did not have the regular hurricane vases they usually carry. But you know, for $3, I'll take it. It's okay. So we start off with the sanding block. This was from Dollar Tree and it was $1. And of course we are going to use for the first time the adhesive. That's kind of like E6000, I've been told. But the star will be the hot glue gun. Because with the plastic and the glass, I needed something that would dry quickly or it might slide. See where the paint is also? Any kind of glue that you put on it will melt the paint and it will slide. So I wanted to make sure that everything we did was quick and tough. We had to do the sanding, have to sand off the paint and give a good sanding to the glass. Doesn't take a lot. But you also had to sand on the areas that we can see. So I had to be real careful not to go outside the line, so to speak. So I measured and I sanded and I put it down and I measured and I sanded again. And you know what? Worked out pretty good. Have to make sure that you really wipe it off good. Again, to make sure that the glue holds on. I made a mistake here in that I put the adhesive on before I sanded the other side. And luckily, that glue from Dollar Tree actually held on pretty well. So I didn't have too much of a problem. But this is where I went ahead and used the hot glue gun, because that glass plate is pretty heavy. So I went ahead and I measured first, and I sanded both sides this time, and I put on our plate. I'm telling you, as I was doing this, I kept looking over in front of me. I have a 3-tiered platter, and this one is so much prettier. Maybe it's the paint, maybe it's the fact that I made it, but maybe it's just because the whole process is so special. I'm being very careful here, and I put an extra dollop of glue around, and you know how I like to use those sticks to kind of straighten it out. And you know what? It actually came out really good. So kind of keep a little stick there with you. It helps to put everything, you know, keep it from oozing or making big dollops. I want the 2 candlesticks to meet in the center with the same side, so to speak. So when you look at it, it looks natural. Instead of going, you know, top to bottom, I put bottom to bottom. And you'll see when I turn it to the side what I'm talking about. As I carefully turn it on its side, you'll see where the top candle is right side up, where the bottom candle is upside down. So the 2 bottoms meet in kind of a pattern, and it makes it more fluid. It gives it a much better look. And trust me, it really looks good. I am blown away at how natural it looks. In other words, how organic, as if I bought it that way. And isn't that what we're looking for when we're making things? That they actually look like we bought them that way, but we know that we did it, and we have this certain satisfaction. And what did this cost us? $5 with the paint. The most expensive part, of course, is the paint, but you know, it took one, what do you call that, can of paint to do all the pieces, and I have just enough left over to do another one. So here we are with a large bowl. And again, I wanted, because it's a heavy bowl, I wanted the larger part of the candlestick to be on the bowl to give it more stability. Hot glue gun, again, because I feel it has a stronger hold. And just by using that candle holder as a base, again, gave it a lot more stability. And here we have the 2 vases, the hurricane vases, and I wanted them staggered, so I'm doing something different. I have the candlestick, I have the tea light, and I have the vase. So I believe this is the taller of the 2, but when I put them together, they'll be staggered in just the right size. It just worked out. Sometimes things just work out. So we're sanding the top off of the tea light, just enough. Again, sanding off the paint without taking too much off. And look at that. Worked just perfectly. Look at that. Somehow, some way, this project is coming together just right. And with the hot glue, it's pretty much ready in no time at all. Now, I make a mistake in this one. I get a little overzealous, and when I put the bottom on, I put it, first of all, upside down. I put it wrong. So I had to take off the glue. And then when I finally got it right, see, there I go. I'm putting it on the wrong side. And I realize it, and then I'm, you know, trying to fix it. And oh, no problem, right? I can fix it, but I felt silly. But by then, I'm so flustered, I didn't center it properly. But you can see it when you look at it sideways, so I'm just going to have to be careful. Now, the plastic vase, I wanted to have make it a little bit higher. And if you do one, you should try to add something to lift it up off the table, so to speak. And it gives it first of all, it gives it a lot of weight, so it's more stable. And then, of course, there it is. You see how it's lifted off? Just ever so slightly. And that's it. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. You'll see it again, though, I promise. So there's the color we're bringing in, right? I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.